The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2 to 3, Hunter Frito, got it! Ball gets inside for Bjorkman. Bjorkman inside, dunks! Parker Bjorkman with a shot. Block on front, they score! They score! They did it! Welcome inside Chaska High School tonight for tonight's CHBN coverage of girls basketball on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. I'm Ryan Paul. Glad that you've joined us this evening for our first time covering girls basketball this year. I'll be joined by Chaska Herald sports reporter Eric Krauscher in a moment. But for now, we're getting underway with the starting lineups for Chaska and Waconia tonight. A top 20 matchup in their respective classes. Waconia at the number 6 seed in Class 3A. They'll start Jada Lentz, Natalie Meath, Tess Johnson, Addie Salzer, and Courtney Freeberg. For Chaska, the number 15 seed in Class 4A, head coach Tara Seifert will start Destiny Bursch, Kylie Williams, Kaylee Van Epps, Mallory Hare, and Veronica Quinn.
First game back. Freshman, 6 foot 1 inches, number 24, Mallory Hire. Waconia is coached by Carl Pearson, and our Hawks are coached by veteran coach Tara Seifert.
Nearing tip-off here from Chaska High School. Again, I'm Ryan Paul. I'll be joined by Eric Krauscher in a moment. We're getting ready to start things off here with girls basketball on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. And here he is. Eric Krauscher stepping in for us tonight. Just got here. Glad. Oh, figuring the mic out. I like the hat, by the way.
Well, covers up messy hair. This is the first time all year they've been on time.
Yeah, they were ahead of time for sure.
Whoa.
All right, we're going to tip things off. Mallory Hire been out the last couple games with a broken nose. You'll see she dons the face mask. She goes up, tip off against Natalie Meath. The Hawks win it, working left to right in their all purple uniforms. Sophomore Destiny Bursch runs the point for the Hawks tonight. Bursch crosses over, guarded by Johnson, gives it for Williams inside, a turnover, and Waconia comes away with it. Addie Salzer pushes away for Jada Lentz. Lentz down low for Freeberg. Freeberg off the window, couldn't get it to go. And here comes Chaska now the other way, all the way down for Kaylee Van Epps, who puts it away for 2. First points of the game for Kaylee Van Epps.
Yeah, Kaylee's really been on a tear here the last couple games, especially with Mallory out. She's really had a good sophomore year here.
Down the other way after the Waconia turnover, Bursch takes a long 2-point jumper and drains it. Chaska quickly up 4-0 here, not even a minute in.
Couldn't have scripted a better start.
Yep. Another steal from Chaska, now a tie-up, and Waconia will get the jump ball with 16:57 left here in the first half. Inside, Freeberg going against Hire. Hire going to be called for a foul as Freeberg went around with it. First foul of the game is against Chaska's Mallory Hire, the 6'1 freshman. And at the line now for Waconia, the 6'2 senior, Courtney Freeberg, averages 6.7 points a contest. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Veronica Quinn. Now she gives it up to Destiny Bursch. Bursch, bounce pass over for Van Epps. Van Epps back up top to Bursch. Bursch inside the paint, gives it for Hire. Hire, jump shot from the baseline, no good. A scrum forward underneath. Offensive rebound by Kylie Williams. Now back up top. Van Epps for three. This one's just off. Waconia grabs the board. That's Tess Johnson. Johnson down the other way with speed. Johnson into the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle. Now Chaska has a 2-on-1. Up for Quinn. Good.
Yeah, and that's a big part of Chaska's game is getting a transition. Waconia is a team that will allow a lot of transition points, so that's 2 assists already for Bursch.
Meath up top for Salzer. Blocked by Willems. Out of bounds. Waconia ball.
Yeah, something we talked about a couple weeks ago, or actually about a week ago, I was talking with the coaching staff, was fouls. The 2 games they've lost this year, they've given up 33 and 25 free throws in the game, and so it's playing defense without committing fouls. And early on, outside of the 1 foul, Chaska does a nice job of moving their feet.
Bursch behind the back all the way into the lane and gets the bucket. Destiny Bursch goes coast to coast. Waconia down at the other end. Meath. 3 from Tess Johnson is off. Rebound by Chaska. Here come the Hawks down the other way. Higher off the backboard. Couldn't get it to spin in. Waconia's going to get a push now. Meath another 3. This one's off the backboard and good. 8-4 with 15:08 left. Back down Meath again. Chuck that, that's Jada Lenz. Now here comes Bursch, looked like a foul, nothing called. She loses her dribble, gets it back, puts it up, is fouled there. Down 2, Waconia commits another foul.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent on this Chaska team, and Higher down low, Van Epps in the middle there. The one thing that I see with this team, Chaska goes as far as their point guards. Destiny Bursch can convert some offense, keep that going. Kennedy Sanders, a really talented 8th grader. You can see her developing each game. Those 2, they come along. This team can go pretty far, this Chaska team.
9-6 the score. Sorry if I was a little preoccupied there. We were working on some technical difficulties from Buffalo in boys hockey. I think we got that all figured out. Taylor Hansen up in Buffalo doing boys hockey for us tonight, and we're here at Chaska High School doing girls basketball. Under 15 to go in the first half. It's a 10-6 Hawk lead. Sydney Olsen just checked into the game. Crosses over against Nicole Lenzen. Olsen inside, off the window, no good. Lenzen the rebound. She'll give it off for 8th grade point guard Kennedy Sanders. Now Van Epps pushed around, but is calling for a travel. (14:23), and Elizabeth Cornell checks into the game. Hawks already 9 deep into the rotation here. Ava Steer at the top, pushes over for Jada Lentz. Back up top now for Salzer. Salzer in the lane. Looked like a travel, nothing whistled for. Missed shot and a rebound from Chaska. 14 minutes left, Sanders up ahead for Lenzen. Just out of the reach of Nicole Lenzen. And a turnover, Waconia to get the ball back.
Well, it's clear early on, Chaska's really trying to push that ball. Like I said a few minutes ago, Waconia gives up a lot of transition points. You can just see Chaska just trying to get those free points without having to try to get into their offense.
Pass deflected out of bounds. Waconia gets it in the backcourt. 13:52 left. Addie Salzer at the top. Salzer 14 points a game. That's a team high. And a turnover for Waconia.
Johnson and Freeberg back for the Wildcats.
Sanders off the inbound pass. Over to Lenzen, inside now for Van Epps. Lenzen, the floater, no good. 13.5 left. Waconia comes away. Lentz all the way down. Steer outside. Passes over for Olsen. Down low, Ava Steer can't get it to drop. A big block by Grothy. Now a loose ball. Van Epps recovers, gives it back off for Sanders. Sanders dribbles out of trouble with 13:05 left. Now gives it over for Grothy, but it's intercepted by Tess Johnson. Johnson down the other way. Foul by Sanders.
Yeah, Chaska, I mean, they got off to a nice start, worked the offense, got some transition points. This second unit here, you're looking for somebody who's going to step up and score, and a couple turnovers really have allowed Waconia back into the game.
Bursch back in.
Destiny Bursch checks back in for Chaska. Tess Johnson at the free throw line. 9.2 points a game for the junior. She misses the free throws. Sanders the board. Lenzen back to Sanders on the hawk. Sanders into the paint. Gives off for Cornell. Cornell the jumper knocks it down. 12-6 off.
That's something about all three bigs for Chaska, Grothy, Cornell, and Higher. They all can hit that spot.
Down at the other end, Sydney Olsen. Off for Honnold. Honnold inside, no good. Rebound offensively by Courtney Freeberg. Goes up and gets fouled.
Freeberg knows where to go, and that's underneath the basket. She's already had 3 offensive rebounds, and so her first convert.
Standing at 6'2", the tallest player on the floor, is Courtney Freeberg, the senior for Waconia.
That's a true 6'2".
Yep. Rebound for the Hawks. Here comes Sanders, backs across, finds off for Lenzen. Lenzen looking inside, nobody was home though. Back up top, a lot of contact, no whistle though, as Cornell's getting harassed. Now Bursch crosses over, and there's the foul that Chaska was looking for. Honnold gonna get the whistle.
Yeah, this is a rotation that Chaska's used down the stretch a lot, where you have both point guards. Destiny Bursch moves to the 2, and so something they're experimenting with to see if they can get a little added offense, a little added ball handling.
Sanders off the inbound, under 12 left here in the first half. Bursch gonna try a long ball. It rattles around and drops. Destiny Bursch for 3. Down at the other end, Honnold. Around, a whistle. And a turnover.
Nice defensive play there by Nicole Lenzen, forcing the turnover. And there's another thing about this Chaska team. They have a bunch of role players that understand their role. Nicole Lenzen, a good defender, good length and rebounding. So everyone kind of has their role so far this season.
Over 11.5 left. Sanders will catch the inbound to the backcourt. The 8th grader. Hands off for Willems outside. Around for Higher. Higher passes up a 3, gives it off for Veronica Quinn. Quinn for 3, it's off. Rebound down low by Willems. Willems loses it, and here comes Waconia on a fast break. Tess Johnson. Johnson to the rack. Gets it. 15-10 Hawks.
Basket by Johnson.
Sanders dribbles around trouble. Finds it off for Bursch. Bursch going to take it inside where she stopped. Now Quinn. Couple dribbles inside, out of bounds. Waconia ball. 10:49 left. Quinn a steal. Up for Willems. Willems puts it on the floor. Stomps up short, gives it off for Higher. Higher trying to spin one around. No good, though. Stays a 5-point Hawk lead. Sanders a steal. Here comes Chaska the other way. She's going to give it off for Higher. Higher off the window. It's good. 17-10 Hawks.
Basket by Higher, assist by Sanders.
The 8th grader passes the free basket up to the 9th grader. You like that seniority.
Yep. Sanders another steal. Long pass for Quinn, who's bumped. How do you not call that?
I don't know.
Now Destiny Bursch. Hands off for Veronica Quinn. Quinn avoids a steal. Now she returns it to Bursch. Bursch inside. Contact. There's a foul.
I think there's been 6 calls, and that referee's made all of them.
Yep. Letting them play, but sometimes you do need to reel it in a little bit. Bursch's pass is tipped, it's loose, before finally finding its way into Higher's hands. Now Van Epps recovers. Back down low to Higher, a power dribble, left-handed hooker is no good. Sanders, check that was Lensdown the other way. Now another steal. Sloppy game so far. Tess Johnson in, no good on that shot.
That's a foul.
Quinn pushed off. Yeah, it was, they're really right in front of him.
You can't jump over somebody's back and tomahawk the ball.
Chaska gets the ball in the out of bounds call with 9:16 left here in this first half.
I like Chaska's trying to get the ball to Higher. You know, she's missed a week with a head injury. Oh, beautiful.
Nice entry pass there to a streaky Kaylee Van Epps, as you were saying.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time. When you miss a week, you get back in the flow of games. You can tell it's right there. She's just a little short, little off. But you keep shooting when you average 16 points a game. It'll come.
Outside, Jada Lentz, 8:50 left. Throws out of bounds, Chaska ball. Bursch gives it off for Van Epps. Van Epps fouled. Armbar call. Jada Lenz picks up the call. That's the junior. Chuck that Destiny Bursch to inbound for Chaska. Veronica Quinn wide open down low. Can't get the layup to drop. Takes a power dribble. Goes back up. Can't get that one to fall either. Now there's a scrap for it in the backcourt under 8.5 left. Johnson down low for Meath. Meath couldn't complete the shot though, and here comes Chaska again with numbers. Van Epps up ahead. Head fake. Gives it for Quinn. Quinn a jumper. It's good. Chaska up 11. Timeout on the floor. Carl Pearson wants to talk things over from Waconia's side of things. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back from Chaska High School. You're watching Hawks basketball on CHPN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311.
Yeah.
The red dot of death.
Yeah. What? We're back from Chaska High School. Sorry, we were discussing some boys hockey there. Eight minutes, 8 seconds left here. Chaska up 11. We're coming out of the Waconia timeout. Ryan Paul and Eric Krauscher with you from Chaska High School.
Danny Reed is in for the Hawks.
Hawks check in Danny Reef, a senior for the first time tonight. As Jada Lentz runs it up the floor for Waconia now. Hands off for Meath. Down low, Lentz's pass was intercepted by Bursch. And Chaska comes away yet again, under 8 minutes left. Bursch in the corner for Williams. Williams passes off for Bursch. Bursch inside. Reef in the corner. 3 is short. Rebound by Heyer. Now Bursch going to try a long one. That one's good. Destiny Bursch for 3.
Yeah, that's a pair of second chance three-pointers here early on for Chaska.
7.5 left. Down at the other end, Addie Salzer. Off for Natalie Meath. Meath from the elbow. Jumper, no good. Waconia's shooting struggles continue. 7:20 left. Bursch up across the timeline. Pass off for Van Epps. Back to Bursch down with the top. Reef into the corner for Williams. Back up top, Destiny Bursch. Nice touch pass down low for Mallory Heyer. Hawks up 16 all of a sudden.
Yeah, and Destiny Bursch, couple three-pointers, got in the lane. She's got at least 3 or 4 assists.
Waconia can't buy a basket as Natalie Meath misses a 3-ball. Chaska's 16-point lead continues as they have the ball now with under 7 left. Destiny Bursch, the sophomore, runs it up for Chaska. Reef down low. Addie Salzer came flying into the table here courtside. Now she has it on the wing. Dribbles up top. Salzer over for Steer. Down low, a bucket for Waconia. Ava Steer.
Basket by Steer.
Yeah, and Waconia moved the ball around, got low instead of forcing that outside look there.
Bursch loses it. Looked like she was trying to give a pass off for Willems, but she wasn't ready for it. And now we have a jump ball. Chaska going to get possession.
Brody and Sanders in for the Hawks.
Want to remind you of events coming up this week on CHBN. We got girls basketball and boys hockey going on tonight. And then Friday we'll have a very, very good matchup in boys basketball right back here at Chaska High School. The Wayzata Trojans come to town. Sanders throws up a 3. It's no good. And then on Saturday, Eric, you're going to be on the color commentary call with Colin Jacobson for one of the most highly anticipated matchups this season in Class 2 hockey. Chaska and Minnetonka. CHBN will have a very special broadcast from the community center on Saturday afternoon. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, my first hockey day, or my hockey debut.
It is. Danny Reef hits a 3 and is fouled. Little chance for a 4-point play for the senior, Danny Reef.
Yeah, and that's what Danny brings to the offense. You know, she was a 5th person off the bench today, playing 10, and she's that spot-up 3-point shooter. When she gets hot, she can knock 3 or 4 in a game. Calling it after the shot.
Oh, so there's
So
no chance
possession.
for a 3-point play. Now we're not going to
5 or
shoot.
6.
Yeah, chance for a 5 or 6 point possession here for Chaska. Reef again. Just off. That would have been nice. Offensive rebound, though, so Chaska's going to get another chance at a bucket. Reef back at the top. Gives it over for Sanders. Sanders passes up an open look, dribbles into the opposite corner. Sanders, Reef is streaking in. We're on the same page there, and now a turnover. Update from Buffalo. Boys hockey knotted up at 0 still, midway through the first period. Catch that game live at watchchbn.com as well. 3-ball is up and no good, but an offensive rebound and a foul. Courtney Freeberg once again going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, you got to get a body on her right away when that shot goes up. Otherwise, she's going to get that inside position.
Cornell back in.
(29-13), 5:13 left. Updating girls hockey, Stormhawks lead 1-0 over at the CCC tonight. We'll try to keep you updated on all the events going on around Chaska High School tonight. Back here on the basketball court, Van Epps misses a contested jumper with under 5 left. Addie Salzer comes up ahead, has it stripped by Reef. A nice steal.
Very nice.
By Reef. Up ahead the Hawks. Here's Sanders. Sanders takes it in, up the glass, no good. Loose ball. Tess Johnson comes away for the Wildcats. Johnson through the lane. Nice move from Tess Johnson. The junior averaging just under 10 a game for the Wildcats. Back quickly. Van Epps stops up and connects. 31-16.
Yeah, I mean, before a loss to Minnetonka last week, Waconia was off to a 6-0 record, including beating Chanhassen. And so this Waconia team, you can see once they get their sets, once they get their transition, they could be a pretty good team in 3A.
They're ranked number 6 right now, according to Minnesota Basketball News in 3A. Chaska ranked number 15 in Class 4A. Hawks started out 3-0 before falling to 2 Lake Conference teams in Eden Prairie and Minnetonka, probably 2 of the most dominant teams in the Lake Conference.
Yeah, and that Minnetonka game was one that Hire broke her nose. She ran into the head of teammate Veronica Quinn. At that time, they were up 11, 13 points. Minnetonka just kind of won at the free throw line the rest of the way.
Tie up, no, now there's a foul.
You take a Hire out of the lineup and it kind of changes everything. She had
for
14 points in the first half of that game too.
Her season high is 35 in the season opener against Edina, a game that Chaska won dominantly 72-53. Inbound pass tipped out of bounds by Nicole Lenzen. Waconia going to get another pass in. Down low, Waconia can't get it to fall. That was Freeberg once again on the offensive glass. Now Reef in the corner. 3, no good. Scrap for it, won by Waconia. Honold up ahead for Meath. Meath up off the glass, good. 31-18. Kennedy Sanders down. She's guarded by Tess Johnson. Now Tess Johnson gets a steal. Johnson all by herself. Left hand up off the window. Good. Timeout on the floor. Tara Seifert going to talk things over for Chaska. We step aside. 13-20. We'll be right back. Back from Chaska High School, Ryan Paul, Eric Krauscher, glad you've joined us. Chaska up 11 with 3:21 left here in half number 1. The Hawks have led by as many as 16. Destiny Burst running ahead for Chaska. Update from boys hockey, they've taken a 1-0 lead on Buffalo. We'll get the goal scorer for you in a minute. Foul on the basketball floor back here at Chaska High School, though. Waconia's 7th foul of the game. Check that, their 6th foul of the game. Turnover by Bursch, throws it out of bounds, intended for Quinn. .306 left, 31-20. Sydney Olson for 3. Air ball. Out of bounds. Chaska basketball. 2:55 left.
Yeah, big part of the game right here. I mean, is it underneath 10 by halftime? Is it 15?
Yep.
Both teams have an opportunity here.
Burshoff for Williams. Tie up, jump ball, and a scrap for it. A good scrap for it. Possession arrow points in favor of the Waconia Wildcats.
Active hands for Waconia. You can see that they're always going for the steal. They're really aggressive defensively. They're jumping, trying to get that steal.
Tess Johnson down the other way now for Waconia, but a turnover and a steal by Willem. She falls to the floor. Throws it right back into the hands of Courtney Freeberg. Freeberg, bounce pass off for Tess Johnson, and it's good. Back to a 9-point lead. Steal by Hanold. Up down for Olsen, inside for Freeberg. Freeberg with the big body, can't get it to fall. Now she's going to come in and get called for a foul. Higher drawing that one.
Yeah, you were just showing me goal scorer for the Chaska Hawks boys hockey team, Calvin Barrett. I believe that's his first of the year. That's for the blue line. That's something that I think if Chaska wants to make that next step, they're going to have to get a little bit more scoring from that group. Obviously Mike Koster has, had his share, but beyond that, here and there. So I know guys like William Magnuson, they can score. So great to see early on Calvin Barrett finding the net.
You flip back and forth between our game and the hockey game, or check both at once, all at watchchpn.com. Next time you'll be able to check them out is on Saturday. Would highly recommend headed out to the CCC. If you can't be there, though, I'd recommend getting there early. Let me start off with that. Probably around the time the JV game is getting underway.
Yeah, I'd say maybe at least the third period of the JV game.
If not early, yep. Otherwise, we will have a special edition broadcast for you on Saturday. Colin Jacobson will be coming back from the U to bring you that game, along with the man that I call the game with right now, Eric Krauscher, will be on the call for that. Should be a wonderful Saturday night for us all here at CHBN. Down low, Freeberg can't get the shot. Now it's tapped out of her hand. Lenzen up ahead with it for the Hawks. Nicole Lenzen swatted away by Courtney Freeberg.
I'll say this about Courtney Freeberg here. She gets back on defense very, very well. I thought Heyer might have a monster transition game, but Freeberg has really hustled back, disrupted a lot of things.
Definitely has a presence on the floor. 93 seconds left, and a steal by Waconia. Pass intended for Meath, saved. And now it's down low for Salzer. Salzer can't get it to drop. Nice rebound by Mallory Heyer. She gives it up for Van Epps. Van Epps inside. Stop. Push. 2 free throws coming up. Waconia fans didn't like it. They didn't have a good angle at it. You could see it pretty well from our seat.
You could very see it, yeah. She got pushed in the back.
Yep. Salzer's second foul, and we'll see Kaylee Van Epps at the free throw line, putting Chaska back up 11 with a chance to make it one more. 1:16 left. Van Epps' second one rattles in and out. Lenz in the offensive board, though, for Chaska. Now she is called for a travel. Looked like she might have gotten knocked in the face. 1:11 left. 34-22.
The trainer's saying, no more face injuries after last week.
Yeah. We had a head injury in the JV game that stopped play for a while. Waconia player. Down low, Freeberg had the pass tapped away from her as we go under a minute left here in the first half. Van Epps stops, gives off for Sanders, but her pocket's picked by Tess Johnson. Johnson all the way down the other side, and a foul. And one for Tess Johnson.
We don't have running stats, but that's at least a third or fourth. 5 steals?
No, 5 turnovers.
Oh, 5. That's at least her third or fourth steal right up top here in the offense. So, yeah, like I said, active hands for Tess Johnson.
Free throw missed. As we said, we don't have running stats for girls' games, but producer Andrew Newman chiming in, and now an offensive foul against Bursch. Off ball with 40.6 left.
And that was Johnson taking the charge.
Yep. So the Waconia starters having a presence on the floor. Now a steal by Quinn, a game full of steals. And turnovers. This one goes out of bounds, whistled in favor of Chaska. 36 ticks left.
Yeah,
in half number 1.
Interesting to see. Freeburg is the only senior on this Waconia roster, so they're still a relatively young team.
Bursch stops up. 29 seconds left. Her pass out of the elbow for Higher. Higher off for Quinn. Quinn a high arcing 3, no good. Rebound still loose. Finally tugged away by Van Abs. Now Bursch going to try a long one. That's good. Destiny Bursch for 3. 14 seconds left. Here comes Waconia. Up top for Meath. 7 seconds left. Meath's 3 is no good. Bursch with 5, 4, 3. Destiny Bursch from half court. This is in and out. Just nearly put Chaska ahead 40-24, but instead at the break, 37-24 is your halftime score. Eric, first half impressions.
Yeah, I mean, for Chaska, when they got that second chance rebounds, they really took care of it, and they got 3 3-pointers. So obviously the second chance points, offensive rebounds were a big thing. They're shooting better from outside, and that's a big reason they're up 13.
At halftime, the score 37-24. Remember to hop over to watchchbn.com to check in on the boys' hockey game. We'll be right back from Chaska High School. You're watching CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
Welcome back to Chaska High School. At the break, 37-24 Hawk lead on Waconia here in girls basketball tonight for the first time on CHBN. Actually, now that I think about it, I think we did one a couple years ago at the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic.
Let's just go with what you just previously said. The first time.
Never mind, yeah. Anyway, at the halftime break, 37-24, Eric Croucher, second half keys of the game.
Well, you got to start fast if you're at Chaska. You don't want to give a team like this any kind of hope. If you're Waconia, you got to start hitting some threes to come back from 13 down.
Yep.
Chaska, one thing I said earlier in the broadcast, they allowed Minnetonka and Eden Prairie to win those games on free throws. The clock stops, and so with a 13-point lead, you're just trying to play good defense, not allow a ton of made threes, not give up a lot of free throws here.
Waconia struggled shooting in the first half. Leading scorer for the Wildcats was Johnson with 10. Chaska's Destiny Bursch led the game with 15 in the first half. Right in front of us, it'll be Kaylee Van Epps inbounding for Chaska. Almost a steal for Jada Lentz right off the inbound pass. Now down low, Chaska working right to left now. Baseline jumper from Veronica Quinn is just a bit too long. Rebounded down there by Addie Salzer. Salzer pushes ahead for Lentz. Lentz back out to Salzer. Salzer's three is off. Rebound for Chaska by Kaylee Van Epps. Van Epps up across the timeline. Gets it off for Bursch in the corner. Bursch with a hand in her face. Can't knock that one down. Rebound by Waconia's Natalie Meath. Up ahead, Jada Lentz. Lentz passes away out of bounds. I don't think either official saw it. We'll see what the call is. And it's going to be Chaska ball. Waconia fans are going to want a tip. Now they're going to give it off to Waconia. Three-point basket good by Addie Salzer. Destiny Bursch up ahead with it. 17 minutes left. Steal by Waconia. Tess Johnson. That's actually, yes, it is Tess Johnson. Her bucket was no good. Destiny Bursch comes back around. Bursch into the corner for Quinn. Quinn, that's short. Bursch, the spinning layup, good.
Much needed second chance points there, but Chaska really just needs to work the offense a little bit more. They're quick, trigger happy right now.
Steal by Heyer.
Oof.
Three-pointer by Kaylee Van Epps. Good.
Gotta love that ball movement. That's at least 5-6 assists for Bursch in this game to go with 17 points.
Blocked by Van Epps.
Foul is on Van Epps. Her second, the first of the second half.
16-17 left. 42-27 the score. Meath. On for Freeburg. Now back to Tess Johnson. Johnson stopped up by Quinn. Now inside, a whistle and a body. Going to get Veronica Quinn.
Foul is on Veronica Quinn, her first, team second.
Lentz passes in on the baseline. It's Addie Salzer who catches. Now Salzer's trapped in the corner. Tries to get rid of it. Puts it on the floor. Yeah, it's a double dribble. Not going to fool the official there.
Well, after 4.5 seconds of the count, you're
you're kind of
down
out of
to
options. Might as well.
Yep.
Destiny Bursch up ahead with it. That reminds me of, I don't know if you remember when Amir Coffey hit that game winner in the state tournament for Hopkins a handful of years ago. The Hopkins held the ball for like 3 overtimes.
Oh, yeah.
And you were just waiting for someone to double dribble on accident at the timeline.
Yeah.
Anyway, back in this game, 44-27, 15 and a half left. Freeburg on the baseline, spins around, gets it off now for Salzer. Salzer picks up her dribble, dumps it back down for Freeburg. Freeburg can't get a bucket to drop. Now it's loose on the floor, a scrap for it and a whistle. No, Waconia comes away with it. Thought we were going to get a whistle there. Now Kylie Willems, the only Hawk, stops up, passes in for higher for two, 46-27.
And that's something with Hire. She's very athletic, good volleyball player. She can move down that court, and that was perfect way to fill the lane.
Timeout, Waconia. Carl Peterson wants to chat things over. With under 15 left, we'll be right back.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
Back in action almost from Chaska High School. Ryan Paul and Eric Krauscher with you here on the CHPN. Under 15 left. 46-27 Hawk lead. Waconia trying to come out in the second half firing, but couldn't get any baskets to drop, so we look at a 19-point Chaska lead here. Tess Johnson up top, gives it over for Salzer. Salzer's three is short. Rebound by the Hawks. Here comes Chaska with numbers. Quinn under the hoop. Passes off for Birch. Birch from about 16. Her jumper's no good. Rebound by Willems offensively, though. Chaska, a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. Willems went up for a layup and had it swatted away by about 3 Wildcats.
Yeah, that's 4 offensive rebounds for Willems. And so, again, role players knowing their job. She plays good defense. She gets those loose balls, and it creates these second chance opportunities.
Birch on the baseline to inbound. Catches it right back off. Her three is good, but no basket, though. Travel is the call there. So it stays 46-27.
Well, you can see Destiny really wants to shoot the ball today. She's feeling it.
Salzer inside. Good defense being played by Kaylee Van Epps, but Salzer gets the bucket to drop. 14-15 left, and a steal by Tess Johnson is negated by a foul call.
Yeah, you were talking about Van Epps and her defense. You know, she came in as an 8th grader. 13, 15 points a game. Last year cooled off just a little bit, but you kind of expect that when a team gets a little book on you and knows that's going to be one of your primary. But she's really bounced back, in my opinion, and had a fantastic year. I mean, she almost single-handedly won that game against Minnetonka. They didn't have any offense besides her in that second half without Hire.
Ronnie Quinn along too. 48-29 Hawk lead. Down low, loose ball. It's another steal from the Hawks. Birch. Out for travel. Quinn, and yeah, she stutter stepped. That will be a travel. Good call by the official. Marissa Grothy, Kennedy Sanders, and Nicole Lenzen all back onto the floor for Tara Seifert and Chaska with a 48-29 lead. Jada Lentz up across now. Pushes over for Johnson, back up top for Meath. Back around, Sydney Olsen at the top, guarded by Nicole Lenzen. Meath. Lentz up top. 3 ball, no good from the hands of Sydney Olsen. Lenzen with a fast break. Lenzen hacked as she went up with it. 2 free throws ahead for the Chaska senior. Foul call on Ava Steer. Nicole Lenzen at the line for 2. First one no good for the Hawks senior captain. Second one good. 49-29, a 20-point lead for Chaska here. Lentz up across. Lentz trying to drive in against the 8th grader Sanders. Olsen pushes off for Steer. Steer inside, nice move, no basket though. Offensive rebound, power dribble, Johnson. Jump ball.
Swanson and alternate possession stays with the Wildcats.
Inbound pass caught in the corner by Sidney Olsen. Back up top now for Steer. Across Lentz. Lentz guarded by Sanders. Dribbles it off her foot. She'll get it back though. Meath. Gonna slow things at a reset now. Steer. A crossover for Audrey Swanson just checked in. Steal for the Hawks. Lenzen up ahead. Lenzen to the hole. Fouled away.
Very nice.
What you like to see from a senior
Yeah,
bench
and
player?
you like that. You like how you get that defense, you get to stop, and then you quickly get into transition, and getting free throws out of it.
Lenzen is the line for two once again. First one is good.
Arnold and Freeberg in.
Second one for the senior, Nicole Lenzen. It's up, short, off the rim. Down for Waconia. Honold gets rid of it. Ava Steer. Traveled. Another Waconia turnover. Lenzen. Hesitation inside. Can't get it to drop. Rebound by Grothy though. She almost has it ripped away. Instead, she gets it on for Cornell. Cornell at three. That's off. Rebound, another offensive one for Grothy. But Waconia gets it back. Honold. Off for Steer, who gets the bucket. Now Lenzen catches up ahead for the Hawks. Lenzen again inside, bounce pass back out. Hawks trying to milk a little bit of clock here with just over 11 minutes left. Sanders loses it, but Nicole Lenzen recovers. Timeout on the floor. Tara Seifert's going to check some subs in and talk it over with her team. 11 minutes left here from Chaska High School. You're watching Hawks basketball on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
50-31 the score here. Ryan Paul and Eric Croucher, glad you've decided to tune in tonight. Update from around the state for Chaska, how we're doing. The girls hockey team up 4-1. You know who they're playing?
Lakeville South, I believe.
All right. I always love to hear that. The co-op between Chaska and Chan. We did one of their games a couple weeks ago. Going to try to get at least one more on the schedule if we can. We don't have many off nights to do these girls games. You know, we started off. I get a lot of questions why we don't do very many girls games, and the simple answer is just I don't have enough time and I don't have enough people. We started off doing all boys games. We commit to that. So we do these girls games as Waconia gets an and one. That's Sydney Olsen. As I was saying, though, we try to get these girls games in whenever we have an off night from the boys. So we'll do as many girls games as we can on CHBN this year. Make sure you check in at watchchbn.com. You can watch all of the games that we've done. Scroll down and click on the desired sport that you want. Boys hockey is up 2-1 out in Buffalo tonight. Taylor Hansen, Greg Erickson, and Ryan Kleber are on the call for that game. Waconia gets a 5-point possession. Johnson the bucket there. 4-point possession, I'm sorry. Chaska throws it away out of the reach of Mallory Heyer.
Yeah, note Summer Steinhoff is in the game now for Chaska. Her first minutes of the game here. Senior.
Senior, yep. So Chaska clears the bench with the exception of 2 players, Kelsey Willems and Kayla Hendrickson. A couple of JV players for the sophomores. Loose ball on the floor. Kennedy Sanders scrapping for it. Timeout before travel is called. Carl Pearson calls his second timeout of the game. We'll be right back. Chaska High School. 50-35 with 10:06 left. Carl Pearson just whistled for time for his Waconia Wildcats. On girls basketball here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Ryan Paul and Eric Krauscher covering this one for you tonight. Danny Reef back on the floor for Chaska. Here's a 3-ball no good by Waconia. The 8th grader Sanders with an aggressive rebound. Under 10 left. Hawks have 3 on none. Down low, Heyer the bucket with the face mask on and the broken nose. Natalie Heyer, the game's leading scorer. All the way down the other end, Freeberg goes up, fouled again. She's seen a lot of time at the charity stripe tonight.
Colin Steinoff is her first. Freeberg will shoot 2.
6'2". She's worth all of it. Courtney Freeberg. Up and no good.
Veronica Quinn. Katie Van Ass.
Second one for the senior. The only senior on the roster. Good. Hawks are going to push. Quinn tried for Sanders. Hit her back. Comes Waconia. A jumper missed by Salzer. Out of bounds, Hawks ball. Nice call there by the official who came over and talked to us at pregame and halftime, Eric.
Brilliant.
Didn't get his name, but they've done a good job tonight.
Yeah, we thank him for his service.
Yeah, thank a ref. You'd see Hoops
Otherwise, it would be intramurals.
John Malee tweet about it all the time. Thank a ref. We appreciate all their work. Missed jumper by Chaska. Rebound by Veronica Quinn for 2, though.
It's not always pretty when she scores,
No,
but she does get the
it's
job
same
done.
2 points. Fadeaways off, and Kennedy Sanders grabs the board and is going to push for Chaska. Sanders up ahead. Pocket pass for Birch.
Yes.
Wonderful basketball. Mallory Heyer. Give the hockey assist to Kennedy Sanders. Down low, a nice move, and a count the bucket for Tess Johnson. Good couple of possessions here. Johnson gets the lay-in, and she'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
You look at the points per game, and Tess Johnson is their 3rd leading scorer, but you watch the way she's played tonight, and she's very aggressive. She knows where to be. She moves without the ball, so a lot to like about Tess Johnson and her game. And on the other end, that was as pretty as it gets. I mean, that's that double point guard when you can boom, boom, and then Mallory Heyer filling in the lane.
Tess Johnson, the junior, can't complete the 3-point play. Down at the other end, Sanders inside. Fancy footwork. Sanders up out the window. Wow. Count it for the 8th grader. She'll get a chance at the free throw line.
Flashes a smile after that one.
Yeah.
Why
wouldn't you?
I was talking to her dad. I said, when I watched her in the first game to Edina, to watching the next game, and the next game, you can just see that comfort level come. I mean, she's obviously a talented player. Has done a lot of good things at the AAU level, but it takes a few games to get that varsity speed up, and you can just see she gets a little more comfortable each game, and by the end of the year, Chaska's going to be rolling with her and Destiny Birch.
Good no call there, I think, off the charged block. Now we get a tie-up. And Chaska to get the ball.
And that's another part that she brings. I mean, great defense. She moves her feet. That's her 3rd or 4th time she's created a steal.
Van Epps down at the other end, 8:19 left. Quinn, inside pass, not home though. Waconia comes down 2-on-1, give Tess Johnson a pair.
Smart decision there by Van Epps with 3 fouls to not try to do anything.
Now Quinn at the other end, under 8 left. She passes off for Hire. Hire is whacked right in the face. Right in that face mask.
That's why you're wearing it.
Yep.
Oh, by Salzer is her 3rd. Mallory Hire will shoot 2.
First one good from the Chaska sophomore.
Yeah, and you watch Mallory and how she shoots, how she plays. Everything just comes so natural and smooth for a 9th grader. I mean, she played varsity basketball as a 7th grader, played varsity volleyball as a 7th grader. That is incredibly rare. And I just talking with coaches, she's kind of a 50-50 split where she loves both of them equally, and that's kind of rare to see these days, so it's refreshing and fun.
Van Epps all by herself, left hand off the glass, good for 2. Lentz, Freeberg gonna try a deep one, in and out from the center. 7:30, burst through traffic, down low, higher for 2.
If you want to know how Mallory scored 35 points in the season opener, a lot of points like that.
Lentz, Salzer, and you look at the score of this game is that Salzer's called for a charge. Waconia not supposed to be a breeze. They're ranked in the top 10 of Class 3A. Chaska ranked in the top 20 of 4A, but Waconia a good team. They come in 6-1.
Yeah, and Chaska, you look at their schedule thus far, beating the likes of Shakopee, Edina. They've played Eden Prairie, Minnetonka. Physical, a lot of physical games, and Waconia has had a hard time offensively matching up with that. They're more of an outside, team, so that's kind of the difference. But Chaska's playing well here, and this stretch right here where they've pulled it out from a 15-point game. I think it's a 10-0 run right now.
Yep.
Because 55-40. That's a reason why we've seen a bunch of college coaches in the gym. Iowa State, Iowa, Northern Iowa. I think Wisconsin, Milwaukee was in here. One of the South Dakota, North Dakotas. So there's a lot of young talent on this Chaska team, and you got to get to them early now.
Chaska hockey goes up 4-1. A little side note there. We'll get you a girls hockey update as we have it. Boys basketball is off tonight. Good points, though, you brought up about the young talent on this team. Chaska should be a very good, very fun team to watch here in the next couple of years. Birch, fake pass to the hole, bucket, wonderful move.
Just absolutely smooth. Hesitated a little bit to see if there was somebody, and then decided, nope, I'm going to take this.
67-40, the score. Just over 6 minutes left. Waconia can't get anything going here in the second half. Jada Lentz steps in, goes out of bounds. Waconia going to keep it. Sanders back onto the floor for Seifert and Chaska.
Well, you can see every time Waconia has made a run here, late in the first half, now here in that second half, Chaska's really turned up the pressure on them. And they've pushed it out to bigger leads.
Full timeout called by Carl Pearson. He didn't see what he liked on the inbound play. 5:56 left. We'll step aside.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
$67-40 the score. 5:56 left. Out of the Waconia timeout, we're back in play. Jada Lentz with it. Up top, Lentz, guarded by Sanders. Junior against 8th grader. Jumper on the baseline, no good. Foul as Quinn came in for the rebound.
Second foul on Quinn, the 6th hot foul.
Inbound pass. Swanson gets it in. That's Avis Steer who has it. 3 ball from Sidney Olson. I don't think Waconia's hit a 3 in the second half.
No, and that was one of my things. I think they hit one early.
Yeah.
Early, their second possession.
Yep.
But it's really hard to get back into a game when you're down 13 points at halftime without that 3-point shot.
Melenzen misses a 3 on the Chaska side of things. And we get a substitution for Waconia with 5:24 left. 27-point lead for Chaska. Waconia's only loss this year came to Minnetonka. So
yeah, they got some 4A wins over Chanhassen, Jefferson. So
bucket for Freeburg. Lenzen at the other end. Lenzen gets it to drop. So exchanging baskets as we go under 5 minutes left. 69-42. Foul.
yeah, and I would expect Waconia to do pretty well in the Wright County Conference.
Yeah.
That league, Holy Family's got a really nice team.
Yes.
Adrian Turner in his first year, former Chanhassen assistant,
yeah.
and
Good guy.
really great guy. But Orno's been down the last couple years, so you could see Waconia making a run in that conference with this team. Line change.
Yep. Whole new 5 for Chaska. We will see Danny Reef on the floor, as well as Elizabeth Cornell, Kelsey Willems, and Kayla Hendrickson onto the floor for Chaska.
Pair of sophomores there.
Yep. Kelsey Willems over now for Steinhoff. A steal quickly by Waconia. Salzer at the other end. Stops up. Gets the bucket.
Salzer scoring.
Yeah.
Willems over for Hendrickson. Back up top now for Willems. Hendrickson swings back around for Willems now.
Nope.
Down low, out of the reach of Cornell. Reef tried to save it, but it goes out of bounds. .4:15 left. Salzer Foul down low. They're going to get Steinhoff, and we hit the 1-and-1 bonus. For a Chaska team that averages just over 60 points a game, they're hit that mark here with 4 minutes left. And Ava Steer will shoot 1-and-1, I should say. It's good. First one. Update from Buffalo, 4-3.
Ugh.
The Hawks were up 4-1, have allowed 2 unanswered goals since.
I mean, yay. Still winning.
Yeah. We're watching that one as we call this game here. Taylor Hansen and Ryan Cleaver on the call for that. Greg Erickson hopping on in between periods. Appreciate all of our hockey guys for all they do. And we'll shoot 1-and-1 the rest of the way for both teams.
That'll be 5 fouls on Salzer.
That is 5 fouls on Salzer.
And we'll see Salzer check out. Addie Salzer, averaging 14 points a game. The sophomore will find her place on the bench with 5 fouls. Cornell at the free throw line. No good. 1-and-1. Scrappy rebound for Waconia. Here comes Audrey Swanson. Locked down by Kayla Hendrickson, the sophomore. Block shot. They're either going to get Cornell or Hendrickson for a little contact up top there.
Yeah, this last 4 minutes might take a while here.
Yeah.
Especially if Pearson doesn't go to his bench. And has starters going against reserves.
Steer up and no good. We are shooting 2 on the shooting foul. Chaska committed 9 fouls in the half, so Waconia will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. Waconia committed 7, so we'll have a little 1-and-1 for Chaska as this game runs down. Hendrickson in the corner, back up top for Willems, now over for Sanders. Sanders dribbles around, goes down low, Cornell, bucket. 71-47. Down at the other end, Ava Steer throws it up, gets 2.
Steer scoring.
Sanders drops Johnson, passes out now. Willems for 3, it's short. Sanders outmatched on the rebound chance there. Now Steer comes back down, had it stripped by Willems. Waconia ball.
Yeah, Waconia likes to get out and run, and they've gotten a lot of points off that, but not enough in this one.
Williams and Cravens in for Waconia.
Inbound pass, caught by Melissa Honold. Now a steal by Willems. Willems all by herself. Willems up off the glass, good. 73-49, under 3 minutes left. Cravens. Now a 3 ball by Swanson is off. Waconia cannot buy a bucket. Here comes Sanders now up ahead. Sanders down low for Steinhoff, bucket.
Steinhoff from Willem.
Honold. Steer. Corner. Williams. Good. Haley Williams along 2. 75-51.
We've officially hit track meet season here. Up and down, up and down.
Tennis.
2:15 left. Kennedy Sanders at the charity stripe. First one by the 8th grader is good. Second one also good. So 2 for 2, and Chaska up 77-51 with 2:13 left. Steer falling to the ground, gets rid of it. Honold, 3, no good. Hendrickson gonna get called for over the back. $1:58 left. Want to thank our whole crew this evening. We got the Newman twins. working tonight. Andrew doing the production. Mark up top doing the camera. Max Hannon decided to stop by for a little surprise to do some photography tonight. Eric Krauscher, as always, for the color commentary. I know you mentioned you might be back on Friday. Any idea about that or not?
Well, Chaska's 0-1 when I'm on color.
Yeah, that's true. So, I don't know.
We'll see. I'll at least be over here for part of the game.
All right. It should be a good one on Friday night. Chaska and Wayzata, a battle of two very, very quality 4A teams.
As we saw, Wayzata 76-34 over Benilde tonight. So either Wayzata's really good or Benilde's really bad.
Steal by Sanders. Whistle. Kickball, yes. And then of course, on Saturday, well, you might be busy on CHBN this week. You'll be on the call on Saturday for boys hockey. That's a 7 o'clock game on Saturday. That's not an afternoon game. That is a 7 o'clock game on Saturday at the CCC.
There isn't going to be anything going on.
Nope.
You know, so like I said, just yesterday sitting down talking to Ethan Benz, senior for Chaska, talking to Josh Ludke and Grant Doctor for Minnetonka. All three of them agreed. Better get there early on Saturday because.
Well, and parking at the CCC is a hassle as it begins, as you start. So, if you are planning on heading out to the CCC on Saturday night, get there early is what everybody is whispering in my ear. Or carpool. That's a good idea.
Carpools are always great ideas.
That's a great idea. There's Andrew Newman chiming in. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's had some good commentary tonight. Hendrickson down off the glass, no good. Rebound offensive, Reef passes up a 3. Inside, a nice move. Oh. Spinner didn't go. Swanson, good. Back to a 20-point game.
I always love in these type of games. You look at the benches, and the varsity girls are always cheering on their teammates. They're always so excited when somebody makes a bucket.
Destiny,
and so
Destiny was all excited over there. Yep.
Shoot the ball at this time, especially for girls like Kelsey Willems and Kayla Hendrickson.
Yep.
Another couple of the future girls. Get your shots in now and show the coaches what you can do.
Yep. Danny Reef in the corner misses a 3. 44 seconds left. 20-point game. Kayla Hendrickson scraps for a rebound, keeps it in. Honold couldn't complete the bucket. Now finally, Audrey Swanson gets a pair. 30 seconds left here before Chaska will move up to 5-2. Waconia will drop to 6-2. Steal by Swanson. Coming down the other way. She's chased down, but she'll get a bucket with 18 seconds left. After this one's over, I'm going to encourage you to head back over to watchchbn.com. We are probably still have a whole period left, if not more, from Buffalo. Taylor Hansen, Ryan Kleber, and Greg Erickson bringing you coverage of Hawks hockey tonight from up north. I guess it's not up north, but it's more north.
West.
It's northwest, yeah. Northwest. Oh, is it out west?
Future Lake Conference.
It is a
Buffalo.
future. That's a good point. That's a talking point that we missed tonight. And St. Mike Albertville. Hendrickson with 3 seconds left throws one up. It's no good. And time will expire on this one. A final score from Chaska High School. 77-63 on our first ever girls basketball game. Eric, final thoughts before we say goodnight.
Well, I evened my record at 1-1 on the color. Chaska, like I said at the beginning of the half here, let's see what they can do the first 8 minutes of the second half. They really extended it out to 25-point lead. You let some of the reserves play, and I think it was a nice bounce-back game for Chaska to start the week. They need to pile up wins in this section with Prior Lake, Shakopee, Eden Prairie, and Minnetonka, all kind of even teams. So anytime you get a win, it's a good thing. And I really liked what I saw at Destiny Bursch today. She got teammates involved, but she also found her outside shot, and that'll speak volumes for the rest of the season for this team.
Final score from Chaska High School tonight, 77-63. Hope you'll head over to watchchbn.com and tune in to boys hockey. And we will see you on Friday night right back here. We'll watch the boys take on top 20 team in Class 4A with the Wayzata Trojans. Then We mentioned it a lot tonight. Saturday night, the game of the year on CHBN, Minnetonka and Chaska in boys hockey. We're glad you tuned in tonight. For my cameraman, Mark Newman, producer, Andrew Newman, color commentator, Eric Krauscher, I'm Ryan Paul saying so long this evening from Chaska High School. The Hawks win over Waconia. Have a good night, folks. Soar Hawks.